Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we are going to talk about a topic that I believe, for many people in a relationship, whether new or long-term, sometimes causes confusion, and that is how to truly understand the woman in your life. Have you ever felt like you are speaking a different language, trying to express your thoughts but the words don't seem to land? Or feel puzzled by her reaction, as if you are trying to solve a math problem without enough data points? The truth is, understanding another person, especially someone deeply important to you and whom you want to connect with profoundly, is an ongoing journey, full of discoveries and challenges. Perhaps, you've wished there was some kind of manual to decode the female mind. But today, we will together explore not a magic manual, but the golden principles of connection and empathy, sincere approaches, the keys to opening the door to the inner world of the woman by your side. Building closeness, trust, and a stronger relationship, specifically for young and middle-aged people in the US, in a relatable, practical, and insightful way, so you know that understanding each other is not impossible, but a skill that can be learned and refined. Dear friends, for young and middle-aged people in the US, building and maintaining healthy romantic relationships is an important part, bringing joy and meaning to life. However, differences in thinking, communication, and feeling between men and women can sometimes create unnecessary misunderstandings and tension. In a society that values individual independence but also yearns for deep connection, the ability to understand and empathize is the key to overcoming those differences. Studies in relationship psychology, intergender communication, and emotional intelligence have shown that people who are good listeners, express understanding, and communicate sincerely often have significantly more satisfying and stable relationships. Investing in understanding the woman in your life not only helps your relationship thrive, but also helps you become a better partner, friend, and individual. This is an investment in the happiness and well-being of both people. So, how can we begin the journey of understanding the woman by our side? We will delve into these important principles and practices, remembering that understanding is a continuous process, not a destination. The first principle, the sincere listener, is practice active and empathetic listening. This is the foundation of all understanding, not just hearing words. Active listening means you put your full attention on the speaker, trying to understand not only the words but also their tone, body language, and underlying emotions. Empathy is the ability to put yourself in their shoes to feel what they feel. Why are active and empathetic listening the key? Because when the woman feels truly listened to, they feel appreciated, validated in their emotions, and safe to open up more. It builds trust and intimacy. Example, when she is sharing about a difficult day, put away your phone, look into her eyes, nod and give verbal affirmations. I hear you. Okay, you can say, it sounds like today was really tough for you. Or, I can see you are feeling, specify emotion. Tired, sad, work, family. Apply active listening skills in meetings with female colleagues. Or when your mother, sister is confiding in you, showing that you are truly interested in their story. Mechanism. Active listening helps you focus and remember information better. Empathy activates brain regions related to social connection, reducing stress and strengthening bonds. How to do it? In your next conversation, aim to listen more than you talk. Focus entirely on the speaker, and use phrases that show you are listening and understanding. The second principle, the one who sees from a different perspective, is seek to understand her perspective. Even when you disagree, her feelings and thoughts are real and valid to her. Even if you see the situation differently, trying to understand her world helps bridge communication gaps and prevents feeling defensive. Why is understanding perspective important? Because it shows you respect her thoughts and feelings as an independent individual. You are not trying to win the argument, but seeking understanding. Example, instead of immediately refuting when she expresses a different opinion, ask open-ended questions like, can you tell me more about why you feel that way? Or, when that happened, how did you feel about it? Instead of immediately offering solutions or invalidating her feelings, you shouldn't feel that way. Work. When discussing an issue with a female colleague, try to understand the reason behind their perspective, even if you disagree. Family. When talking to your mother, sister about a decision, Listen and try to understand their reasoning. Mechanism. Seeking to understand different perspectives reduces activity in brain regions related to threat and increases activity in regions related to understanding. Promoting problem solving instead of conflict. How to do it. When there is a difference of opinion, pause before responding and genuinely try to see the situation from her point of view. Aim to understand the reason behind her perspective. The third principle, the one who recognizes her communication style, is recognize and respect her communication style. Everyone has their own way of communicating. She might express herself through words, actions, emotions, or even silence. Understanding how she communicates is the key to understanding what she is trying to convey. Why is recognizing communication style necessary? Because it helps you decode her signals more accurately. Reduces misunderstandings due to expecting her to communicate the same way you do. Example, maybe she needs time and space to process her feelings before talking. Or she shows affection and care through actions, cooking, caring, not just words. Or you need to pay attention to her nonverbal cues, body language, facial expressions, to understand emotions she might be hiding. Work. Observe how female colleagues communicate in different situations, when happy, when stressed, to respond more appropriately. Mechanism. Understanding the other person's communication style helps adjust how you send and receive messages, increasing clarity and reducing conflict due to misinterpreting the form. How to do it. Pay attention to how the woman in your life reacts and expresses herself in different situations. Ask her, gently, about how she prefers to be supported or communicated with when she is struggling. The fourth principle, the emotionally sensitive person, is pay attention to emotional cues and needs. Emotions are a key part of being human and of communication. Recognizing and responding to her emotional state, even if you don't fully understand the why immediately, shows you are present and caring. Why is paying attention to emotions important? Because responding to her emotions, with understanding, not judgment, helps her feel seen and emotionally supported. It builds trust and creates a safe space for her to express deeper feelings. Example, when you see she looks tired or sad, ask, you seem a bit, specify state, tired, sad, is everything okay? Or, it sounds like you are going through a really tough time. I'm here for you, even if you don't have a solution. Your presence and understanding are very valuable. Mechanism. Responding to emotions with empathy activates attachment systems in the brain, reducing feelings of isolation and increasing trust. How to do it. Practice recognizing emotions in others, through tone of voice, facial expressions, and when you notice an emotion, gently ask about it and show your understanding. The fifth principle, the sincerely curious person, is ask thoughtful questions, expressing genuine curiosity about her thoughts, feelings, experiences, and dreams shows that you are interested in her as a person. Beyond superficial interactions. Why is asking thoughtful questions effective? Because it encourages her to share about herself, opens up deeper conversations, and shows that you want to understand her inner world. Example, instead of just asking, "How was your day?" try asking something more specific. What was the happiest, saddest part of your day? Or, what are your thoughts on something she cares about? Or, what is your biggest dream? Work. During a break, ask a female colleague about their hobbies or what they did on the weekend, politely and appropriately. Family. Ask your mother, sister about their childhood memories or life lessons they have learned. Mechanism. Asking questions shows interest, stimulates brain regions related to sharing information about oneself, and creates opportunities for deeper connection. How to do it. Actively ask questions that go beyond the usual. Listen carefully to the answers and ask follow-up questions to delve deeper. The sixth principle, the one who remembers details, is remember what she tells you, small details. Remembering small things that she has said shows that you are truly listening and value her. It is tangible proof that she is important to you. Why does remembering details have a big impact? Because in a world full of information and distractions, having someone remember small things about you makes you feel special, cared for, and appreciated. Example, refer back to a detail she mentioned in a previous conversation. You were telling me about the meeting yesterday. How did it go? Or, I remembered you like, specify hobby, item she likes. I found this. Or, I remembered what you said about, specify detail, and I've been thinking about it. Mechanism. Recalling information about someone activates reward centers in the listener's brain, reinforcing the feeling of being recognized and loved. How to do it? While listening, try to remember small details that she mentions, names of family members, important events, special interests, and proactively bring them up in later conversations naturally. The seventh principle, the one who understands love languages, is understand her love languages. People give and receive love and appreciation in different ways, through words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, physical touch. Understanding her primary love languages helps you express affection in a way that she truly feels. Why is understanding love languages important? Because it helps you speak the language she understands, ensuring your efforts to show affection are not missed or misunderstood. Example, if her primary love language is acts of service, proactively helping her with chores, doing dishes, cleaning, will mean much more than just saying, I love you. If it's quality time, turning off your phone and giving her your undivided attention during an outing will be more important than an expensive gift. Work, family. Apply appropriate love languages when interacting with other female family members, e.g., helping your mother with chores. Mechanism. Expressing affection according to the other person's love language increases the feeling of being loved and connected. Strengthening the relationship. How to do it? Learn about the 5 love languages and try to reflect on what yours and her primary love languages might be. You can try discussing this topic openly with her or take a love language quiz together. The 8th principle, the one who opens up to be understood, is communicate openly about your own needs and feelings. Understanding is a two-way street. For her to understand you, you also need to open up and share about your inner world. Why is opening up important? Because it creates a space for mutual vulnerability and trust, encourages her to also open up more to you, and helps her better understand your true self. Example, share about the difficulties you are facing at work. Express your feelings about an issue in the relationship, calmly and respectfully. Talk about your needs and desires in the relationship. Mechanism. Vulnerability, when met with understanding and acceptance, strengthens bonding and trust in the relationship. How to do it? Choose the right time to share your deep thoughts and feelings. Start with small things and gradually increase the level of openness as the relationship develops. The 9th principle, the one who respects boundaries, is respect her boundaries. Understanding and respecting her personal boundaries, emotional, physical, time, personal space, is a prerequisite for building trust and a sense of safety in the relationship. Why is respecting boundaries important? Because it shows you respect her as an individual with her own needs and limits, not trying to intrude or control. Example, when she says she needs space or time alone, respect that. Don't pressure her to talk about something she's not ready to discuss. Respect her decisions about her body or personal life. Work. Respect the professional boundaries of female colleagues. Don't ask overly personal questions. Mechanism. Respecting boundaries builds trust, reduces tension, and creates a safe and mutually respectful relationship environment. How to do it? Listen when she talks about her boundaries, and ask if you are unsure. Most importantly, act in accordance with what you have understood. The 10th principle, the persistent learner, is be patient and always keep learning. Understanding another person is a journey that never ends. There will be times when you make mistakes, misunderstand, or feel confused. What is important is patience, willingness to learn, and not giving up. Why is patience and learning essential? Because people are always changing and growing, and so are relationships. Patience shows that you value the relationship and are willing to invest time and effort into it. Example, when there is a misunderstanding, calmly reflect on it, learn from it, and try to communicate better next time. Don't get discouraged if you are not perfect immediately. Commit to practicing these communication and understanding skills regularly. Work, family. Apply patience and a learning attitude when communicating with other women at work or in your family. Recognize that everyone has their own way of being understood. Mechanism. Patience and a learning mindset build the relationship's resilience to challenges. and create positive development over time. How to do it? View challenges in understanding each other as opportunities to learn and grow. Don't hesitate to apologize when you make a mistake, and commit to continuing to strive to be a better partner, friend. Fueling your ability to understand. Nutrition for presence, empathy, and connection. Truly understanding the woman in your life requires you to be fully present. Have the mental energy to listen and process, the emotional resilience to navigate complex conversations, and the cognitive ability to remember shared experiences. A healthy diet supports these capabilities. Eating for connection and understanding. Nourishing your brain and heart for deeper relationships. Integrating food section. Focus on cognitive function. Energy, mood, stress management. Focusing on nutrient-dense foods can support the brain function needed for active listening and memory. Provide the energy for engaging in meaningful conversations. And help regulate emotions, making you a more empathetic and understanding partner. Omega-3 fatty acids support brain health, improving memory, concentration, and emotional regulation, essential for being present in conversations, remembering what's shared, and managing your own emotional responses during discussions. Sources: fatty fish, salmon, sardines, walnuts, chia seeds, flax seeds. Mechanism: build brain cell membranes, influence neurotransmitters related to mood and focus, reduce inflammation in the brain. B vitamins, essential for energy metabolism and nervous system function, helping to combat fatigue that can make you impatient or distracted, and support the nervous system health needed for emotional regulation and thoughtful responses. Sources: whole grains, lean protein, eggs, leafy greens. Mechanism: support energy production and nerve function. Protein provides amino acids for neurotransmitter synthesis, affecting mood, focus, and alertness, and supports sustained energy. A steady supply of protein helps maintain mental clarity and energy for engaging in meaningful conversations. Sources: chicken, fish, beans, lentils, eggs, tofu. Mechanism: building blocks for brain chemicals and sustained energy. Complex carbohydrates provide stable energy for sustained mental engagement in conversations and the physical energy needed to spend quality time together. Sources: whole grains, sweet potatoes, beans. Mechanism: steady glucose supply for the brain and body. Antioxidant-rich foods protect brain cells from stress and inflammation, supporting overall cognitive health and emotional resilience. Crucial for empathetic and patient communication. Sources: berries, colorful vegetables. Mechanism: combat oxidative stress. Hydration. Dehydration can impair cognitive function, increase irritability, and reduce energy, all of which hinder effective communication and understanding. Sources: water, herbal tea. How to incorporate simple nutrition to support connection. Ensure you are not overly hungry or tired before important conversations. Have a balanced meal or snack beforehand. Avoid excessive sugar or caffeine, which can make you jumpy or anxious. Focus on including a variety of nutrient-rich foods throughout the day to support consistent energy and mental function. Mechanism summary: these nutrients support the brain and body, providing the energy, focus, emotional stability, and mental clarity needed to be a more present, empathetic, and effective communicator and listener, strengthening your ability to understand the woman in your life and deepen your connection. Simple recipe ideas: focus on supporting connection. A handful of walnuts and a piece of fruit before a significant relationship talk. A balanced dinner together focusing on lean protein and vegetables. A smoothie with spinach, berries, and chia seeds to boost mental clarity for a date. Sharing a meal rich in omega-3s like salmon. Focus on nourishing and shareable options. Nutritional advice. Warnings. Nutrition is a supportive tool. It's not a substitute for communication skills practice or addressing underlying relationship issues. Consult a doctor or registered dietitian for personalized advice, especially if you have health conditions affecting energy, mood, or cognition, or dietary restrictions. Avoid relying on alcohol or unhealthy food as coping mechanisms for relationship stress. Before understanding the importance of understanding and how to do it, perhaps you often felt frustrated, confused, felt distant from the woman in your life, had unresolved conflicts, felt unheard or ineffective in connecting, worried about the future of the relationship. But as you begin to apply these principles, actively listen, seek to understand her perspective, and open up to share about yourself, you will feel a deeper connection, increased intimacy, reduced conflict. Both of you feel understood and appreciated, feel more effective in the relationship, find joy in growing together, and have stronger faith in the future of the relationship. An older generation says, listening is gold, speaking is silver, meaning the ability to listen is more important than speaking, especially in building relationships. Our grandparents often taught, harmonious wife and husband can bail out the East Sea. The understanding and unity between two people is the greatest strength. There is a proverb that says, know yourself and know your enemy, and you will win 100 battles. Understanding the other person and yourself is the key to overcoming all challenges in a relationship. Bringing it all together. The journey of understanding the woman in your life. The key to a strong relationship. Understanding the woman in your life is a journey that requires patience, sincerity, and continuous learning, especially important for young and middle-aged people in the US as they build meaningful relationships. By practicing active listening, seeking to understand different perspectives, recognizing communication styles, paying attention to emotions, asking thoughtful questions, remembering details, understanding love languages, being open about yourself, respecting boundaries, and always being patient and learning, you are building a strong foundation for understanding and intimacy. Make the effort to understand the woman in your life a daily priority. Not just when there are problems. Communication is two-way. Encourage her to also share about how she likes to be understood and how she is trying to understand you. If you are experiencing significant difficulties in communication or understanding in your relationship, do not hesitate to seek help from a relationship counselor or therapist. They can provide effective tools and techniques. Remember, an older generation says, money goes with the belly, but affection goes with the heart. Invest in the heart and emotional connection. Dear friends, the journey of understanding the woman in your life is a worthwhile adventure, requiring effort and sincerity. By applying these principles, you are building a relationship based on deep understanding, respect, and love, a relationship that will become stronger and more meaningful over time. Don't hesitate to share an aha moment when you understood something new about the woman in your life, or an effective communication tip you have applied, or any questions you have in the comments section below. Our community is here to learn and share experiences together. And if you found this video helpful and want to explore more tips on building healthy relationships, improving communication, and nurturing lasting love, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Goodbye, and I'll see you in the next videos.